Going to do from your review number 2, 8, 9, and 13. All right, so if we're looking at number 2, which is 22.2 times 10 to the 8th divided by 2 times 10 to the 2nd. So the first thing I'm going to do is divide my whole numbers, and I get 11. I get 11.1. Oh, we have to align.
I have a question. Would you keep the exponent, the x power 10?
You would keep the number 10, but what are you going to do with the exponent, Safaria? It's a division problem, so what do you do with those exponents? You subtract this. Yep. Okay, so we get 11.1 times 10. 8 minus 2 gives us 6. But here's my question. Is 11.1 between 1 and... No. So we've got to move it over 1. So we get 1.11 times 10 to the 7. When we move it over, we always add 1.
Why is it 7 now?
Because when we move it over, we've got to add 1 for the exponent. Does that make sense, Shelby? Cheyenne. Sorry. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. If we've got 4.209 times 10 to the negative 6, this is number 8, and we need to write it in standard form. So we've got to move the decimal place over 6 places. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 2, 0, 9. Now, remember, I didn't put 6 zeros in front of it. I moved it over 5 places. Okay, I put 5 zeros, so I moved it over 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, let's do a lovely graphing one. Let's turn it over and we'll work on number 9. You have the wrong problem written down for number 9, so if you could cross that off. And please write y equals 4 to the x. So for number 9, if you would cross that off and write y equals 4 to the x. So what's the first thing we have to do in order to graph it? We have to make a what? Table or chart. Yep. And what numbers do I put in that table? We just have to do -1, 0, 1, and 2. If you put -2, that's totally fine, but you're not required. Okay, so what is 4 to the -1 power? 1/4. Good, because we flipped it, because it's to a negative. 4 to the 0 power? 1. 4 to the first power? 4. And 4 squared? 16. Now your graph is going to look prettier than mine because you have a lovely graph already waiting for you where I have to draw mine. Okay, so first I'm going to go to -1 and I'm going to go up just a 4th. So that's between 0 and 1, but closer to 1. Closer to 0, excuse me. At 0, I go up to 1. At 1, I go up to 4. And at 2, I go up to 16, which will be off your charts. Huh? No, because it's above 16. The top of your graph does not go to 16. So you draw the lines until it goes up to 16. Okay, last one. We're going to do number 13.
How are you doing wrong? We just minus it.
Number 13. We've got to distribute that 4 to the 4th power. So we take 2 to the 4th power, x to the 4th power, over y squared to the 4th power. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So we get 16 x to the 4th all over y to the 8. Guys, remember it's a power to a power. So that's when you multiply. Yes, ma'am. How'd you do? I did 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 gives me 4, times 2 gives me 8, times 2 gives me 16. Good question. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you need to finish the rest of this on your own. You need to finish the rest of this on your own. But first, you need to do your writing.
Divide it.
Quotient means divide.